Okay, we're going to get going. We'll begin this webinar. Welcome everyone to webinar number 4. This is a new series of webinars that we started a couple months ago. I'm sure a lot of you have been to our previous ones. This is the 4th in the series. My name is James. I'm the Director of Marketing here at Review Safety. Today we're going to be looking at some of our new products and items that we brought to market recently. So we're always looking to, bring new products, innovate new safety systems for vehicles. So here's a look at some of the newer ones that we recently brought to market. The way it works is that I'll be the only one able to speak. You guys will be able to hear me, should be able to hear me. You can definitely contribute using the chat on the bottom left. So you should see that chat that you can use to ask questions or comments. There's a question and answer option on the top of the page that you might see. Please don't use that. Use the chat on the bottom left instead. Is everyone able to hear me? Let's just get a quick, yes or no if you're able to hear me. Well, no wouldn't be possible, I suppose, but a quick yes from everyone. All right. Seems like we're good so far. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. Latest in vehicle safety products. First thing that we want to introduce is our new wireless series called the Simple Sight series. Some of you might have seen this, might be familiar with this already, but it's a new wireless series that we are introducing or recently introduced, and that we're very proud of. The main focus, the main kind of feature of this new series and these new systems is the wireless transmission range and reliability. So in the past, wireless systems in general have kind of struggled at longer distances and also at speeds, like highway speeds, 50, 60 miles per hour. So these new systems, we really put a lot of work into the transmission, making sure it works at long distances and even at really quick speeds as well, highway speeds, 50, 60 miles per hour, it'll still hold that signal strong. So we did a lot of testing, we did a lot of troubleshooting, put a lot of focus into it, and we're very proud of these new systems. They come in 2 main versions. So version 1 is going to be a 5-inch monitor, so a 5-inch display, and it's going to be a 1-camera setup. So there's only going to be 1 camera available or able to be connected to the system. And the retail price of that, as you see there, is $340. This is a 155W. So it's a 5-inch LED digital display. Comes with a suction cup mount. So as with almost all of our monitors, you can use any of our mounts to mount them. The one that this comes with though is a suction cup mount. So it's a really heavy duty suction cup mount that you can use to mount the monitor directly to the windshield. Makes it really easy for mounting. The system gets power by the monitor plugs right into the cigarette lighter port or the 12-volt port in the front of the vehicle. So installs in literally 2 minutes. Camera just has a red and black power and ground. You just need to tap it into 12-volt power in the back of the vehicle. Also a really quick install, maybe 15 minutes, half an hour. The whole thing, it definitely takes under an hour to install. So really cool. Like I said, the guaranteed transmission is 100 feet, even at highway speeds. So that's really the main kind of thing that we're proud of with these systems. Really long transmission distance, even at really quick speeds. Comes with a waterproof backup camera, like always. You can mount the camera obviously outside on the back of your vehicle or trailer, whatever it is. Also has infrared night vision, 18 infrared night vision lights, so you're able to see at night, even without any ambient light around. You'll still be able to get a really good view from your backup camera. Another cool feature with this new system is the instant pair feature. So what this means is that you're able to pair the camera and monitor together without leaving your cab. So let's say in a truck and trailer application, you'll have the camera mounted on the back of the trailer, monitor in the front of the cab. What you do is, all you would need to do is connect the truck or the cab to the trailer, put the monitor set it into pair mode, and then put power to your trailer, and it'll pair automatically. So as long as the monitor is in pairing mode and you give power to the camera, the system will pair automatically, and that makes it really easy. So you don't need to get out of your cab and go to the backup camera, hit any pair button, anything like that. It's a really quick kind of instant pair feature that we have. It's really good. This feature is really good and helpful for mainly for like fleets. So you have a fleet of trucks, tractor trailers. What you usually do is you swap the trailers between the trucks and vice versa. So what you can do is you can mount the backup camera or a backup camera on all of your trailers, and then put a monitor on all your trucks, and then you'll need to pair them together every time whenever you switch. But with this instant pair, it makes it really easy. So you just, like I said, you just connect the truck and trailer, put the monitor into pair mode, put power to the whole trailer, which will give power to the camera as well, and the system will pair automatically. So really good for easy pairing, really great for fleets. The next version in this new Simple Sight series is a 7-inch monitor, so it's a 7-inch version, and this one comes with wired side camera inputs. So if you want to add additional cameras to your system, you would go with this one. And we made them a wired camera inputs because, again, in the truck and trailer application, the side cameras are going to be going on the cab. So on the cab itself, that's where the side cameras will mount, or that's the best place for the side cameras to mount. And they'd be facing back, and therefore you don't really need wireless for the side cameras. So we added wired side camera inputs to this system if you wanted like a 3-camera system. So obviously it's a little more expensive. It's $400. That's just for the 1-camera setup. The additional cameras will be, more. For each camera, it'll be more money. But for the wired side camera input system, with the 1 camera, it's $400. So again, the main it uses the same technology. The transmission technology is the same as the previous one. So it's that good up to 100 feet, even at highway speeds, which is really cool. Camera's a little different. It's waterproof, obviously, but it has 9 infrared lights instead of 18, so it's slightly different. Has the same instant pair feature, and like I said, has those side camera, options. You're able to add side cameras to it. So that's really a quick look at our new Simple Sight series. We actually have a nice video that we made that I'll send to each one of you. You can view it on YouTube for like an overview of this system. I'm just not able to play it on this, actually on this webinar, but we'll send it to you afterwards, and you can definitely take a look at it. Any questions on that so far? Basically what we'll do, we'll go through a couple different kind of sections, and at the end of each section we'll have a time for questions. So if there's any questions on the Simple Sight series, let's hear it now. Okay, seems like everyone's good, which is great. So we're going to move right along to, 1 second. Can you put the link on the chat? Yes, we can definitely put the link on the chat. You know what? What I'll do is I'll put the link on the chat shortly. Yeah, you guys will be able to check out the video now. You can view it at the end of the webinar. Yeah. Towards the end of the webinar, we'll put that link on the chat, and you'll be able to check out that video. We'll also send it to you in the emails that we send out afterwards. Moving right along, we have additions to our G-series camera systems, our camera monitors, really, rear view monitors. Some of you probably know and are familiar with, we have a series called the G-series, and it's a popular series that we had where we have camera systems where the monitor is a rear view replacement mirror monitor. What that means is that instead of having a separate, kind of monitor that you mount on the dash to see the backup camera, what we did with this series is that we put a built-in display into a rear view mirror. So what you do is you replace your rear view mirror with this one, and this will act as a rear view mirror. It'll be reflective, and it'll also have a display that'll pop up when you go into reverse to see the backup camera. So that's our G-series that you might be familiar with already. And we have a bunch of additions to that. Let me just see this question here. Christopher has a question, why can't I have 18 LEDs in version 2? It was just made with a different style camera. So it's a bit of a different style. The monitor and camera are, the hardware is different. So it's a 7-inch series, it's a 7-inch system, and the camera is similar to our 2-cam. So it has those 9 infrareds instead of the 18. Honestly, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Between the 9 and 18 infrareds, I doubt you'll even be able to realize the difference. Yeah, they are just different cameras, so there will be a slight difference with the infrared, the night vision lights. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the additions that we added recently to our G series, and these are 4 new additions. So we have the first one up top is the 718-FL. It's a frameless mirror monitor. So if you look at number 3, if you look at the image there, that's how our regular G series looks. You can see there's like a kind of like rim around the edge of it. These new ones here are frameless, so the mirror goes all the way to the edge. So instead of having an edge around it, it goes all the way, edge to edge. So you have a bit of a bigger mirror. It's also a bit of a cleaner look. It looks a little nicer. That'll be number 1 there. So same idea, just with like an edge-to-edge mirror. Number 2 is the same thing, a frameless mirror, but it's with MirrorLink. We had a previous G series monitor with MirrorLink, and that means it gives you the ability to connect a phone or like a mobile device to the display. Really easy kind of pairing. You use AirPlay with Apple and Android as well, and you can display your mobile device on the display of the G series. Really, it's good for kind of navigation. If you want to see navigation right on your rearview mirror, you can just put it on your phone and then mirror it onto the rearview mirror. And you can really use anything that you use on your phone, you're able to mirror onto these displays. So this is the same as the MirrorLink monitor that we had already, but this is with that same kind of frameless display as number 1. So it's a full edge-to-edge mirror display with the MirrorLink option. Just to point out, the previous MirrorLink one that we had was actually a 7-inch display. So this is going to be a smaller display, a 4.5-inch display, but it will be with that frameless, edge-to-edge mirror. The third one on the list here is a 4-channel 718. So it's the most of our G series monitors have either a 1-camera import or a 2-camera import. So you can add either 1 or 2 backup cameras to it. This one here, we brought one to market now where you can have 4 cameras that you can add to it. So there's separate trigger wires for each of the cameras. You can control each one separately, but you can add, if you wanted to, up to 4 cameras to it. Fourth on the list here is the 718-HBB. It's with a hidden dash camera. So it's similar again to another G series monitor that we have, where there's a dash camera built into the back of the mirror, and it records out the front of the windshield. So it's basically a kind of all-in-one system where you have a rearview mirror, you have a backup camera, and you have a dash camera. So this is again very similar to that one, but instead of having like a kind of bulky camera hanging out the back of the mirror, it's actually hidden. It's built into the mirror itself, so it's a bit of just a nicer display. And again, it's like an all-in-one system where you can view the backup camera when you go into reverse. You have the reflective rearview mirror, and you have a dash camera built in, kind of all-in-one for a pretty all-in-one solution. Okay, so those are the new additions that we have for our G series. Obviously, these all come in. You can get them just with the monitor itself. We also have them in systems where we have the 776 camera. It's like a small cube camera that you can get together with them. And really, you can, like all of our systems and all of our monitors, you can get any camera you want together with these monitors. So you can make kind of any system you want with them. I was just kind of showing you the new monitors that we have, and you can kind of create systems from them. Let's see a question that we have here. Christopher has a question. How about a dual-facing built-in mirror with a monitor in the mirror? Maybe in the future add 2 extra cameras. I'm not sure I understand that question, Christopher. How about a dual-facing built-in mirror? I gotta say, Christopher, I don't quite understand the question. Maybe if you can reiterate that. 2 cameras built into the mirror. Oh, like saying 2 dash cameras built into the mirror? Interesting. We don't have anything like that as of now. Oh, I think what you're saying is if you wanted like a forward-facing camera and a camera to face the driver, like an internal and an external camera. I suppose that's the question. Yeah, it's actually an interesting point. We don't have anything like that yet, but we can definitely, I'll mark it down there, and we can definitely look into it and see what we can do. Another question here, any of these have home link? Stephen has a question, any of these have home link? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest, what home link is. I suppose it's a type of link for a type of vehicle. But no, it's probably not. It's a mirror link feature. It just means that you can connect with an iOS or an Android device. That's really all it means. Okay. All right, moving right along. We have a bunch of new items as well, just some different kind of cool, exciting items. Let's take a look at them now. First of all, we have some forklift cameras. So we have some wired and wireless forklift cameras and systems. These are really cool. What they do is basically, if you can see on the bottom kind of diagram here, they're like little, very heavy-duty metal cameras that you mount onto the actual fork on the forklift. So it's not on the top of the fork, but it's like on the side of the fork, and that's where it mounts. And it's great for kind of forklift maneuverability. So you're lifting like a pallet really high, you'll be able to see exactly how high you need to go, exactly where to put it, and kind of any time that you use a forklift, these cameras really help a lot. The price for them is going to be $100 for the camera and $250 for a system. We paired it together with our 5-inch monitor that you might be already familiar with. That means that you can actually add an additional 2 cameras to the system. So if you wanted, let's say, a backup camera as well as this kind of forklift camera, you could do that. You can actually have a total of 3 cameras with this system. The way they mount, so they can either be drilled in, or they come with like an adhesive pads that you can stick to mount it that way. And that's the way it will mount to the side. It's like the inside of one of the forks. That's how it mounts. Completely waterproof camera, IP69K rating. It's the highest IP rating there is, so obviously you don't need to worry about it getting wet. It's really durable metal. You can kind of bang it around. Obviously it's going to get a little bit bruised up in that situation, and that's totally how it's designed. That's the wired version. So you run regular wired system. You run a cable from the camera to the monitor or the power harness where everything plugs into. We have a similar thing in a wireless version. So it's a little bit more expensive. The camera by itself is $150. System is $300. It's a very similar idea. If you see in the graphic there again, the camera mounts on the inside of one of the forks. This one is a little different because it actually comes with a magnet as well. So you don't even need screws or an adhesive pad if you want to mount this. It'll mount magnetically right to that fork on the forklift. The monitor with this system is really cool. It's a wireless display, so the camera has like a little wireless module that it connects to, and then that connects wirelessly to the monitor. So you just need to connect them both to power, and then they connect wirelessly. It's a dual screen monitor as well, so you can actually connect up to 4 cameras to this display and view 2 of them at the same time. As you see in this kind of image right here, you can view, it's like a split screen, you can view 2 at once. Again, completely, really durable, heavy duty metal, completely waterproof, IP69K rating. Let's see what else we have here. Next on our list, we have sorry, let me see if there's any questions, sorry. 2 questions here. Stephen asks, are any of these screws available on the RVS Systems lineup? Yeah, everything is going to be available for both, on our retail channels and our dealer channels. The model numbers and the pricing that I'm giving here is our retail model numbers and pricing, but everything will be available, for dealers and for the RVS Systems. We can definitely send you more information about that afterwards. What is the delay on the wireless version? So it's like all wireless versions. There will be a very slight delay from the image that the camera's seeing to what you're going to see. But it's really, it's hardly noticeable. I mean, it's about 1 second, maybe even less. So it really doesn't affect much to how you see it and how you use it. Okay, so next on our list here is our hidden dash camera with built-in Wi-Fi. This is a really cool new dash camera that we brought to market recently. What it is it works individually as a dash camera, so you can, mount it right on top. It mounts either on the headliner of the vehicle or on the top of the windshield. So it's a really cool mounting position, really hard to see. It's very, discreet, and you don't really see it at all. And it records like a regular dash camera, full HD onto a micro SD card. What's cool about it is, first of all, the mounting position. So it has that really cool kind of discreet mounting position. You don't see it, you hardly see it from inside nor from outside. Also, it has a video out. So it has an RCA video out option, which is great because you can connect that to either like an external monitor if you wanted to view the video live, or you can connect it to more importantly, I would say, you can connect it to a mobile DVR. So if you have on your bus or truck, you want to record views from the front and back and all around the side of your vehicle, you can have that option and use this camera as the forward-facing camera connected to the DVR. It's great because it's a really good mounting position, and it has the full HD video recording. So you get a really good quality image from the front of the vehicle, and it mounts really easily. It also has built-in Wi-Fi. So what this means is that it can connect to a mobile device. It can connect to a tablet or a phone, like a smartphone. Benefit of that is that you can view and download recorded footage right from the mobile device. So you can view live footage, which is great for, like, as you're setting up the dash camera, you can kind of get the exact position that you want. And for recorded footage, let's say you have an accident, or let's say you want to pull up some recorded footage for some reason, instead of having to actually pull out the SD card, getting a computer or a device and finding that footage, you can just connect to that dash camera with Wi-Fi on your mobile device and view and download footage directly to your mobile device. So really cool feature as well. So it's a really kind of feature-rich dash camera that can connect to a DVR as well. It's also the product of the month for this month. So for the rest of June, it's going to be, the retail price is going to be $140 instead of $150. So it is a little bit cheaper. So make sure to take a look at that in the next couple of weeks if you are interested. Alright, moving right along. We have the last thing on our list that we're going to speak about today during this webinar is this Headrest Hook. Really cool new item that we recently brought to market. It's a hook that you can connect to the back of the headrest in a vehicle, and it comes with a magnetic mount for a phone or a tablet. So what it does is it basically allows you to hang bags right off the back of the headrest in your vehicle. So you can hang shopping bags or any other bags that you might have with you. Also, the top of it is this comes with this like rotatable magnet that you can use to to mount a phone or tablet. You would either stick or place temporarily a like metal piece on the back of your phone or tablet, and then you would just be able to very easily stick it onto this magnet, which is on this hook, and it'll be able to be used as a display for passengers in the back seat, basically. So if you have kids, children, you're going on long road trips or even short trips, you'll be able to see, you'll be able to use your phone or tablet as like a screen for whoever's riding in the back seat. Keep kids entertained for hours. Really makes life a little easier for drives, especially if you have children. But besides that, it's also a hook. Each hook can hold up to 40 pounds. So you can mount just one, or you can have two if you want. And each one can hold 40 pounds of bags, groceries, whatever it is. Like I said, that comes in a 1-pack or a 2-pack, $15 or $20. Question I have here, is it adjustable? So it's not really adjustable. It does have, it can connect to any headrest. So it has different kind of rubber grommets for different headrest size. So it'll connect to any headrest, but the actual positioning is not adjustable. The magnet is completely rotatable though. So if you look at the magnet itself, it's on like a circular kind of ball. So you can rotate once you mount your phone or tablet, you can rotate it any direction. So it's really, really cool. It's really easy and installs in literally a minute, and really convenient as well. Alrighty, and what we have for this webinar special, we actually have a unique coupon that for whoever's watching this webinar and whoever made it all the way down to this point in time, we have a unique coupon that you can use, which is on the screen right now. It's called Dad's Rock Webinar. We actually have a Father's Day special happening now, and this is a unique Father's Day special code where you'll be able to get a dual pack headrest hook, which is that item we just spoke about, together with any order over $100. So if you use this unique code, you'll be able to get a dual pack of the headrest hook free with any order of $100 or more. Just something to point out with this is that the headrest hook will actually ship out in just a couple of weeks. So any order that you place during this special, it's going to go till about Sunday night. We'll ship out a headrest hook for you in about 4 weeks or so. Brand new item. They actually went out of stock really quickly, so yeah, it'll take a couple of weeks. Until when is the promo? The promo is going till Sunday night. Most probably there may be a surprise extension, but for now it's going to be going until Sunday night, the Father's Day special. Okay, and that's basically the bulk of the webinar number 4 for this week. We'll have a quick, it's almost 2:30, but we'll have a quick kind of question and answer session. So if you have any questions on what we spoke about, or even if you have any questions in general, feel free to send them through the chat. If there's no questions, or I'll be here for just a couple more minutes, but before we get to the questions, thank you all for joining. That was webinar number 4, and we will see you next time. We do these every 2 months, so webinar number 5 will be in 2 months from now. And let's get to some questions. Send Pink an email to you. Thanks, Christopher. Okay, sure. What we'll do also is we'll send a recording of this webinar to you all, and so you can review it, watch it again, or if you have any questions, you can definitely get in contact with us. We'll put a link to the Simple site, the new wireless series. We'll put a link to that now in the chat, and we'll also send that together with the email that we send out to you with the recording. So once again, I'll stick around for just a couple more minutes and try to answer any questions that someone might have. Question here. Mike had a question. On the RVS 155W, what is the rear display angle, i.e. how wide is the rear view pick? It's a 130-degree viewing angle. So the horizontal viewing angle is going to be 130 degrees, vertical is going to be 90 degrees. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's any more questions coming through, so I'm going to hop off here. Once again, thank you everyone for joining, and we will see you next time. Take care.